The Velaslavasay Panorama is a historic exhibition space devoted to the production and presentation of panoramic art. As the only 360-degree panorama rotunda in Los Angeles, the art at the Velaslavasay will transport you to a different time and space. Opening night of the new artwork at the Velaslavasay Panorama was filled with theatrical magic and buskers, taking us on a voyage from Los Angeles to China. All aboard the Shengjing Panorama Limited Express.
Welcome to the Velaslavasay Panorama. We're here at the Union Theater, which is one of Los Angeles's first purpose-built cinema halls. And we specialize in having 360 degrees paintings. And today we're debuting our first collaboration with artists from China, Shengjing Panorama. But part of what I love so much about panoramas is it made going to see a painting almost to the experience of going to see a movie or something theatrical. They involve not only the 360 degrees painting, but they incorporate a three-dimensional terrain, almost like a diorama like you'd see at a natural history museum, to bring the two-dimensional reality of the painting into 3 dimensions. We've combined this installation with an immersive soundtrack and light cycle that gives you a feeling of space and immersion while you're in Shengjing Panorama.
Shengjing Panorama depicts the city in northeast China in a very active moment. The city was one of the original Qing dynasty capitals. It was a moment of transition with new infrastructure being built all over the city, including a new railway. The artwork was made by Velaslavasay Panorama artists in collaboration with Chinese artists from the Lushuing Academy of Fine Art.
我是中间那部分，主要画老沈阳的故宫。
The panorama depicts Shenyang back when it was still called Shengjing, between the year 1910 and 1929, basically a 9-10 years period. Back then it was Shengjing, or Shenyang now, was a melting pot of cultures and religions and architecture and just people.
Inside the panorama, I love seeing the integration of the 2 dimensions and the 3 dimensions. And so when you look at some of the crowd scenes, there's a sculpture made by Anna Tanner that shows a barber scene. So there's a man getting his hair cut, and he's kind of static but has a feeling of motion. And I think the way that Li Wu and the other painters created the figures in the crowd are really special, because even though they're static, you can still imagine them coming to life. So generally, when we have programs, we like to incorporate not only the experience in the theater, but also coming out into the garden, spending time amongst the lights and the plants. Even the way that people check in at the box office and have their first experience with the attendant in the lobby is an important part of the experience here at the Velaslavasay Panorama. We host evening programs about twice a month here and are open every weekend from Friday, Saturday, Sunday from 11 to 5. So people are welcome to come enjoy the gardens, come see Shengjing Panorama and the other exhibits that we have.
The Velaslavasay Panorama Exhibition Hall, Theater, and Garden are open to the public. For the calendar of unique visual experiences and programs, visit panoramaonview.org. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.